Hey, Toonami faithful. This is Jason, Gil, Maki. We are at Anime Expo in Los Angeles. We're about to have our Toonami panel. As you can see, there's lots and lots of people. There were more earlier, but so it's not as impressive as it would have been. The floor is closed, so we can't do what we wanted to do, which was take you around out on the floor, but we'll show you our panel, and you'll see and hear from her, and unfortunately from him. So we hope you enjoy the show. Come on.
Are you ready to start the Anime Expo broadcast?
I thought we decided we weren't doing Anime Expo this year.
Did you tell anyone that?
Why, is it too late now?
Hope somebody planned something.
Hello. Wow, look at all these people, man. I'm pumped. I hope you guys are pumped. Pumped! Pumped!
Thanks for waiting. We didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, thank you for waiting out in the hot sun and elsewhere. We appreciate it. Don't be mad at us. So welcome to the Toonami Anime Expo panel. We have some...
Hold for applause.
Hold for applause. Oh, good. I'm glad. I hope everybody got a shirt, or as many people as could get them before they were out. We also have pins and some other goodies. So let's get into it.
Do it.
Want to do it?
Yeah.
So I think we should announce our next show coming to Toonami in a couple of weeks, pretty soon actually, and that is, we're happy to announce One Punch Man.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, there's a Saitama right there. Yeah,
that's great.
So we're really happy. Our friends at Viz are doing the dub, and took a while to get it together. So we have a trailer for you guys if you want to see our One Punch Man trailer. Cool. Why don't we go ahead and run that One Punch Man trailer?
This is an emergency evacuation warning. A giant creature of unknown origin has appeared in City D.
And the situation seems to be spiraling out of control.
Please evacuate immediately.
Guess I'll go.
Who are you?
Just a guy who's a hero for fun.
For fun!
I'm the hero I'd always dreamed of becoming.
We're unstoppable!
I became so powerful, no one can beat me. Having overwhelming strength is pretty boring, actually. Fear, joy, anger, I feel none of them anymore.
I'm gonna slice your eyes out with these.
I got dirt in my special pants place. Let me just shake this out. Before, I'd have all kinds of emotions whirling inside me when I fought.
Put a spit sight on that big headlight of yours!
Now, all I need is one punch to end it.
I am the suffering!
What a weakling.
You're gonna pay for my ceiling.
Windblade kick!
Checkmate. Oops. Sorry.
You will never beat the Beast King.
Is this the guy you mean?
Try and stop me!
I just do the hero thing as a hobby, but as long as I get a kick out of it, in the end, that's all I really care about.
So that's about to run in Toonami this Saturday, so you got to see it first.
Again.
No one's ever seen that before, not even us. One Punch Man starts July 16th.
You know at what time?
I don't think we're supposed to say what time.
All right. You'll find out what time when you watch it.
We're working out the time.
So we're really excited about One Punch Man. Thank you to everybody who bugged us about it and bugged us about it and bugged us about it. We, too, wanted it to happen. Yes, encouraged us. So we have another announcement that's more Toonami-centric. We're happy to announce we're going to be doing Intruder 3 this year in November. It's another, in November-ish. It's another several-part adventure. So we have a little Intruder 3 teaser if you want to see that.
That really was the end of that one. So
That's called When You Have No Footage, Make a Thing teaser. But yeah, we'll be doing that around November-ish. So thank you to everybody that watched the last one. It was a big success, so we're doing it again. They just keep being intruders. We don't know how to stop them.
tenacious.
They're tenacious, those intruders, man. So another show we wanted to talk about that's coming to Toonami is Samurai Jack. We feel the same way, believe me. So Gendy and his crew are working very diligently, and they won't let us tell you very much, but they did allow us to interview them and film them and put together this piece that's a little bit of what's going on right now at the studios. Would you guys like to see that? Okay, so let's play this Samurai Jack piece.
So my name is Gendy Tartakovsky. I'm the creator and director of Samurai Jack. After we finished the first run, the first 4 seasons, I was kind of burned out. Everybody kind of moved on with their careers. And then through the last, 12 years, I felt like Jack got more and more popular.
For the last, 10 years, I've had people, they say, when are they going to end it? Is there going to be a conclusion? Is he ever going to get back to the past? I'm like, I don't know. The questions you're asking are way above my pay grade.
For the last 10 years, we've been trying to develop a movie. And the movie never gets going, right? For whatever reason. And I was thinking, you know what? I have a little bit of free time before the next project, grabs me. And maybe I should just finish it the way it really should be done in a mini-series for television. And so I just wrote an email, and, Lazo called me the next day, and then within 2 weeks the deal was done, and we were off.
Oh, thank you, kind sir.
So the finale of the last episode, 52, and the beginning of this one have no connection. And so when we start, we're definitely a few years later. You don't have to watch episode 52 to start the season. So what's changed in Jack's world is a lot. There's a lot of drama that's happened. And until the first episode airs, I kind of don't want to give it away because I think it's such a cool reveal of everything that I'm not going to say anything.
I think we're going to see him in a new light because we're going to see him from a different standpoint. In the original series, he was a very heroic person on a very rigid quest. Now we pick up with him, and it's many years after the fact, and he's a little bit lost. So it's a story of redemption and him trying to find who he is again.
Well, this new series of Samurai Jack is much more intense, and I think it's more moody and more emotional, has more stronger, real emotion.
Yeah, making Samurai for Adult Swim versus Cartoon Network, it's been a really big, not burden, but a big challenge. Because at the same time, people watched it with their kids, through the generations, right? And so I didn't want to go full on, heads getting chopped off, blood splurting everywhere. But at the same time, I also wanted it to be kind of newer and exciting and take advantage of some of those things. The way Jack's going to be different, he's definitely the same. There's a more darkness to it. It's one story, right? Kind of one episodic story. The action is just as badass as it's always going to be, probably even more.
Now he's riding on top of all the beetle monsters.
Jack has been redesigned for the new show, and the proportions have changed a little bit. Everything's a little more elegant, a little more heroic, a little less cartoony.
Jack has a beard, a big beard, like a Dollar Shave Club style beard.
I think Samurai Jack's legacy has been the art. I think people really responded to it, especially artists. So many times people say, oh, I got into the industry because of your show and stuff. And so that feels great,
Old Jack's style was definitely paper and pencil on paper.
Technology is different. We're using computers now instead of hamsters like the old days.
And so now with the great, with Photoshop and these other things and the Cintiq tablets and stuff now, you actually can draw quite comfortably straight
digitally into the thing.
And that's a big challenge because I really want the show to look like the original show, to look hand-painted. So we're trying really hard to achieve that digitally.
Scott has really made a huge effort to still make them feel like they're handcrafted. That's really the biggest thing we're trying to do, is not to make it feel digital.
And the thing is, you're still drawing when it's digitally. It's just that if you need to erase something or change something or blow something up, or anyone who works on a computer knows that it's a bit easier. You don't have to like cut and paste now we got to cut this thing out, and because I don't want to have to redraw all that stuff. So yeah,
my quest has finally ended.
I became the voice of Samurai Jack through the most ordinary circumstances possible. I auditioned. I wish there was something like, well, we met on the top of the Himalayas, and we looked at each other and knew there was something special, but 10 years later, we came together to do this project. Now, it was regular old showbiz.
Working with Phil Lamar, who does the voice of Samurai Jack, is great. When I hired Phil, he gets it. He understands it. He can read the storyboard and know where Jack is at. Because we're doing all this more emotional, more deeper character stuff, he's taken it to kind of that next level,
What do I like most about voicing Jack? It's the easiest job in show business. He says like 4 lines. Then there'll be like some other guys like, well, let me explain the whole plot of the story. And I just go, I see. I will find it. And then I'm done.
I'd say my favorite character to write for is Aku, of course. The original series, Mako brought so much great energy to him.
Who dares to summon the master of masters?
Not only is he demonic, but he's the most hilarious character in the whole universe. So it's been a lot of fun being able to get back into him and seeing how he's changed in this series.
I mean, Mako's passing was hard. I thought about first changing his voice to something completely different, but Aku is so special and his voice was such a part of it, I didn't want to kind of reboot him, So we got a guy who does a pretty good imitation. I mean, look, I'll be upfront, but nobody can replace Mako 100%.
What made me really want to write for Samurai Jack is it's where I started, and it's my chance to really get in there and help kind of like see out the end of the series.
My favorite thing about working on Samurai Jack is getting a chance to work again with Gendy and Scott, and I'm a fan of their work and a fan of the show.
I've worked on a lot of shows, and I've been really fortunate to work on some fantastic projects. But this one's special. I don't consider this a regular cartoon. I consider this show a work of art.
I think people are going to be just stunned at the new season right off the bat, like right off the first sequence. It's just, like I said, it's turned up a notch, and it is just unbelievable. It's amazing.
Because the whole thing for me about filmmaking, about storytelling, is you want the audience to care. So I think that's the newest thing, is that, the action's going to be off the charts great, right? But if we can get the emotional connection, then it's going to feel like a whole different show. The secret of making a great show is having people around you that are better than you. So everything that they do is nothing that I could do. And so it's really easy. So all I'm guiding them on is the story, the feeling, and the mood. Everything else they hit out of the park, So it's really the best scenario for me. And I take credit for everything, so it's pretty awesome.
And we will have more Samurai Jack stuff as soon as Gendy lets us, but that's it for now. So actually, we have a special guest who came here today to talk with us, and that's Maki Terashima Furuta, Vice President of Production IG US. Maki? Oh, here, we'll slide. You go ahead. Okay, go ahead. You slide over. She took my seat because that's typical Maki.
He took my seat.
So Maki is here because we're going to talk about 2 things. So the first thing, we have an announcement, which is we are doing a micro-series in 2017 directed by Oshi And it's going to be a 5-part series. Maki, would you like to talk a little bit about that?
So what happened was it last year, right? No,
Yeah,
it was this year.
Mm-hmm.
So they asked us if we're interested in making an Adult Swim ID, and in they actually gave us 2 ID projects to do, and then the first one we did, with the young animators at IG, and it came out really cute, and then the second one we ended up using a different Studio Dean, and they made an amazing one. And then I was talking to Oshi about this opportunity. He's like, well, I want to do it. So I was like, oh, cool. So I asked Jason if he was interested, and he's like, of course, if it's Oshi, anything.
Yeah, I like that question. Would you let Oshi do an ID? Yeah. Yes. The answer is yes.
So his question was, well, can I make anything? And I said, Jason, can you make anything? And he's like, yes, of course, if it's Oshi.
Stop asking. Start working. Whatever you want.
So he made whatever. I mean, like, they usually have like a perimeter to work within, but this one, like, they're like, well, if it's Oshi, he can do anything.
Yeah.
So basically, so we did this, and then, are you going to show?
Yeah, why don't let's show the ID that Oshi did, and then he had such a good time working on it. That's why he's doing the micro series. And didn't he tell you that was an anti-whaling PSA?
Yeah, I asked him about it. He said no comment about that, but maybe, I don't know. But this new micro series is not going to, well, I can't really say at this point whether it's going to be affiliated to this one. He can't share. I mean, like, I kind of know the answer, but I can't share with you guys.
Share.
I can't. Yeah.
But we do know it'll be good.
Yeah, but it'll be good, and it's going to be released in 2017. Yeah, so again, like he said, he can do whatever. I mean, do you guys know who Oshi is, right? I mean, he's the director of Ghost in a Shell. Yeah, so if it's Oshi, he can do anything, so he's probably going to make anything, and then you can't say no to anything.
He's probably going to try to make something that'll make us mad, but it won't.
Yeah,
because
so I asked Oshi-san, like, is there any message that he has for the fans? And then he said, basically, stay tuned. It's going to be exciting.
Those were his exact words. So the other thing we can't talk much about, but we obviously brought Maki up here to talk a little bit about Fooly Cooly.
Are you guys excited about this or what? So I can't talk too much about it because on Sunday we have a huge Fooly Cooly panel. I hope you guys know about this. So it's going to be Sunday at 5:15 to 6:15. I said 4 because we have a production IG panel before that. So only the people who come to the production IG panel are allowed to.
That's not true at all.
That's not true. But I really encourage you guys to come to both panels. It's going to be from 4 to 6:15. There's like a 10-minute recess in between, but I'm going to just keep talking throughout the whole 2 hours. So you guys better come there because we're having. I'm sorry, I'm like promoting my panels.
Talk it up.
But for the talking about Ghost in a Shell for production IG panel. We're having, I don't know, you guys, we're having a special guest from Ghost in a Shell live action.
Oh.
No, Scarlett is not coming.
Why wouldn't you drag that out?
Forget it, I'm not going then.
But anyway, so Ari Arad, he is the producer of Ghost in a Shell live action, and this is actually a first time ever that anybody is speaking in public about, anybody from production is speaking in public about Ghost in the Shell live action. So there's actually a lot to talk about. And then I know there are some haters out there, but believe me, it's turning out to be a great movie. And then you can, well, I don't know if you can, but like we are welcoming some good questions to Ari. And then after that, we have a Fulikuli panel. And then we're inviting two special, Anime Expo is inviting two special guests, and they're here with us today, right now, in this room, and they are Director Tsurumaki and the voice of Haruko, Mayumi Shintani. They're
right there. Stand up. Please thank them for coming. They are very jet lagged.
Yes, they're very jet lagged. They just arrived today. They're super tired, but they're really excited to be at the Fulikuli panel. And again, like there's not much that we can talk about it. Like all the information that I have, they're highly confidential. So anyway, but we printed these out. This poster was. Yeah. This was newly created by one of the character designers. I don't know if he's going to be working on Fulikuli, but we printed 2,000 copies of this, and then the first 2,000 people that come to the Fulikuli panel will get it. And then if you are interested, you can probably take it to their autograph sessions and get them signed. And then along with these posters, I have many other ones. So, am I talking too much?
No, you're not. Well, you're talking a lot, but not too much. Yeah,
it depends on how much more you have to say.
How much more do you have to say about Fulikuli?
I just want to say a little. Well, I guess I don't have to because, I guess I'll keep it for the Fulikuli panel. But do you want to talk a little bit about how this Fulikuli
about how it came about? About how you reached out to us. For those who don't know, we had been trying to get more Fulikuli made for. I don't know, a decade.
For 10 days. Yeah, 10 days.
10 days.
10 years.
For 10 whole days. We really tried. It was hard, but we did it. So for about 10 years, we had been bugging Production IG, and for various reasons, they weren't that interested. And then you guys called, you reached out to me just out of the blue.
Yeah, the rights became available, and then not because of that, but 10 years ago when we did IGPX? Yeah. There was a series that Cartoon Network and Production IG did called IGPX. And we had we had a lot of fun making it, but ever since that project, nothing really happened. We've licensed a lot of shows to them, and then
a few things happened for us. The Toonami got canceled.
Right. Yeah.
Maki's like nothing happened. Toonami got canceled and came back.
Right.
And it was really Toonami coming back, and you and I talked about doing IDs and working together again because we had a great time.
Right. And then it just turned out to be the perfect time because we started communicating, and then the rights for Fulikuli became available, and then I told Ishikawa to buy it because if he bought it, I can bring Cartoon Network on board, and then it just happened super quickly. But we couldn't.
So you will have to go to the Fulikuli panel to get
Who's
more
going to the
information.
Fulikuli panel?
Yeah, there you go.
Who's going to the Production IG panel?
Don't raise your hands.
Less people.
I'm going to go and ask Avi Arad a question. Yeah, exactly. Ask about a live-action Big O. Good idea, right? Live-action Big O? So that's it for our announcements today, but we do have time to, at the end of this, we actually have the first 5 minutes of One Punch Man dub, if you guys want to see that. Cool. So we'll get to that a little bit later, but for now we have some time for Q&A. If you guys have any questions, I think people with mics will come out and come around, so wait for the mic to come around, and you can ask us...
Sorry, no more questions.
You can ask us whatever. So why don't you, right there. Either one, yeah, go ahead. Is the mic not working?
Thank you all for coming.
He's thanking us all for coming.
You want to grab that one? Grab that one. That doesn't matter. That's a terrible idea. Yeah. Yeah, my God. So you'll have to walk up and hold this mic.
Guys, thank you all for coming. When Toonami came back, it was like going home from a long period of being at war. So
wow, that is intense.
Thank you for your service.
For us, it was like going back to war.
Guys, thanks for bringing back Furry Curry. Thanks for bringing back Samurai Jack. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but let's keep this going. Let's get season 3 of Big O. Let's finally get the finale of the Big O story. Let's get it on the table, man. Let's get it on the table. I don't care.
I think anything's possible. I do.
I didn't hear a no.
Yeah.
We can just move down. There's a lot of seats.
We can move down this way.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Thanks.
So yeah, you guys will. I think you'll have to step up to the mic. I'm sorry. One at a time. Just go ahead and step up.
So first off, I just want to say thank you to Toonami.
Yeah, no one can hear us very well.
It might be because we keep pulling all the microphones
We kept
around.
moving the mics. Say what? Oh, lost power. So we'll just talk really loud. There you go. I'll repeat your question to the audience.
Thank you. So first off, I just wanted to say thank you to Toonami for pretty much introducing me to anime in the first place.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody who watches and everybody who came here.
And also, the little Saitama wants to thank you for bringing One Punch Man.
Please, I hope tell everybody you know to watch it.
Now, this isn't really a question. It's more of like just, suggestions for our future shows to put on Toonami. I do have like 2 in mind if you don't mind hearing them out.
You can suggest. We can't say anything, but...
Okay, well, the first one I have is a show that recently ended on Crunchyroll. It's called Ushio and Tora.
Yep,
I feel like that's a really excellent retro shonen
Ushio and
action
Tora?
series.
Yep.
And the second one is the newest Lupin the Third series, Lupin the Third
Yes.
Part 4, the Italian.
We are aware
adventure.
of both of those, yep.
I just wanted to suggest those shows for
Cool.
future programming. And again, thank you for helping me to introduce
Thank
anime.
you.
Thank you. I don't think this microphone works at all.
You want to go ahead and step up? Well, you go first, and then you can go, yeah.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Eric. Thank you.
Speak
Toonami.
loudly, Eric.
Oh, thank you for Toonami.
Speak up! Come on,
I'm just
Eric.
going to get to my question.
All right. What can we do for you?
If you can put some insight to it, how did you choose the voice actor for Saitama in the newest Toonami?
Well, you know what? We didn't. That was Viz. That was Viz's. What we did was work with Viz and say, we're interested in this show. Are you guys thinking about releasing it in the U.S. dubbed? And they said yes. So we basically helped get everything going, but they made the decisions as to who was cast and how. There is going to be a Viz panel, I think it's tomorrow, and they're going to show the entire first episode. We're going to show the first 5 minutes. They're going to show the entire first episode. So they'll probably be able to answer those questions then.
Oh, I just want to...
Yep, it's okay.
Yeah, it's tomorrow at 3:30, I think, the Viz panel.
Go ahead.
Hey, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for these amazing shirts. I took my Smite shirt off and put this on when no one was looking.
The shirt looks good. I like
looks
it.
that good. So I have a friend, his name is Frank, and he's a really good friend of mine, and he's actually a good friend of Steve Bloom's as well.
Uh-huh.
And he was not able to make it this year. So what I wanted to ask, if it would be okay with you guys, if I can just take a little video, maybe the crowd wants to get in on it, and just send him some love and say, hey, Frank, we miss you.
Sure.
Yeah,
We'll
awesome.
film it. We'll say...
Please
hold.
We're not ready yet. Hold, please.
You just whenever you're ready.
So I'm going to send him a little message, and then when I turn the camera around like this, everyone say, we love you, Franku Senpai.
Not yet. We're not.
Hey, Frank, we love you. I'm sorry you weren't able to make it this year, but next year's going to be awesome. But in the meantime, hi from Anime Expo 2016. We love you, Frank.
My pleasure. Frank the Tank, baby.
Oh, cool. Hey,
Obviously, a big fan of Toonami, so thank you guys for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for that. Got me into anime, and when you guys came back, you got my nephew into anime, so much
I
proud.
love it.
I just wanted to say, like, in the future, I felt like personally a big part of, like, bringing Toonami back was, like, the big social media push or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of YouTubers were promoting it when it did return.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been in like talks or like have any thoughts about working with like YouTubers in the anime community?
I mean, honestly, day to day, most of everything that comes out of Toonami of any kind is made by a pretty small group of people. So we reach out to the Toonami fan sites and stuff. If people reach out to us, we're always open to work with people, but we're so busy making Toonami stuff, we don't have that much time to reach out to people till they like literally knock me on the head and say, hey, I want to help. So we welcome anybody reaching out, for sure.
For sure. That's all. Cool.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, guys.
Hey. Oh, I thought the mic, now we have no power at all.
Forget how to need mic. Okay.
We're just going to yell everything.
First of all, thank you for Toonami. You are the guys who got me to love anime. Second of all...
Yeah. Oh, hey. Whoa, power.
Okay.
Try your
Hello?
mic.
Okay. Second, thank you for... Second, thank you for airing Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphan.
Oh,
Not
good.
only have you brought back Gundam to the U.S. after I don't know how many years, you brought back one of the most action-packed Gundam series I have ever seen.
Me too.
Yeah, we're psyched. We love it.
Hopefully it won't be the last one.
And maybe the mics will keep working. Everybody talk fast.
Our hope is to keep bringing more Gundam. That's our hope.
Third, I don't know who you got to talk to and make a deal with. If you also bring in like the Macross Delta into Toonami, that'd be great.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey. Hi.
It's kind of working. We know. It's a big. It's a fun game. Will the mic work or not?
Okay. All right, well, I'll just try to speak as loud as I can.
Yeah.
So, growing up, I didn't necessarily grow up with Toonami because I had no cable. And I'm a youngin', so I was born in 98, so I wasn't born in the 90s era or whatever.
Yeah.
And I heard stories of people coming home from school after school and watching it, turning on Cartoon Network, and that Toonami coming on during the after school hours. So I was wondering, what are the chances of Toonami coming back on weekdays?
Will Toonami come back on weekdays? Yeah, I don't think there's much chance of that. We're very tired.
We like Adult Swim. We like where we are.
Yeah, we like where we are now, and I don't see Toonami going to Cartoon Network again. And right now, whether or not Toonami would expand to like more than one night on Adult Swim would depend on a million things that we don't control. But we're happy with where it is, and it's not going anywhere now. So I can tell you that. We'll end our panel early. So yeah. So we're being told we have to end our panel early because the power went out. So we're gonna do one more question, and then we'll show our 5 minutes of One Punch, so you guys don't get cheated out of that, and then we'll go.
That's a lot of pressure.
That's no pressure.
No pressure, but
you're
this
just the last question of the night. Better be good.
My question is, when you guys came back from when you guys came back for April Fools, and you had your lineup of Gundam Wing, Yu Yu Hakusho, all the older animes, what made you choose those animes?
So when we first started, what made us choose the shows we chose?
When we came back for April Fools.
When we came back. The April Fool's night was literally, the shows we showed on April Fool's were literally, we reached out to all our friends and distributors and said, can we show one episode of this for free? We don't have any money. Would you guys let us show it? It's just for one night. It's not a business thing. It's just for fun. And they all agreed. And then, of course, 2 months later, Toonami was back on the air. So some of them were like, But at the time, it was just a bunch of very nice people allowing us to do something because we all thought it was a fun thing. And we reached out to a lot of people, and the shows we got were just literally what everybody said, yeah, fine. That's how it... That was the lineup. The lineup was the yeah, fine lineup on April Fool's Toonami.
Thank you.
But listen, we're also being told we can't show the 5 minutes of One Punch. Yeah. So please direct all your complaints to Anime Expo and not to us.
But you can see the episode, we think,
tomorrow, assuming the power doesn't go out.
At the Viz panel at 3:30.
So, thank you to everybody who came.
Thank you, guys.
So this year at Anime Expo, we have Kazuya Tsurumaki, the director of Furikuri, the original Furikuri, he's also the supervisor for Furikuri 2 and 3. So this is his first time attending Anime Expo, and he's having a panel on Sunday. So we're going to ask him how he feels about attending Anime Expo. The Anime Expo 初めてですよね。
僕すごく昔に来たことあると思うんですけど、でもフリクリの件で来たのは初めてなので。
昔って何年前に？
全然わからない。もう10年以上前だと思います。
そうなんですか。はい、フリクリで来たのは初めてってことで、でもその10年前と比べてこのアニメエキスポどんな感じですか？かなり
大きくなってるなと思いますね、やっぱりね。なんか年々大きくなってるんでしょ。
ですよね。どうですか、このアメリカのファンと日本のファンと比べて。
いや、コスプレすごいなと思って、なんかそう見てますね、やっぱりね。なんか日本だと日本よりもちょっとマイナーなキャラクターまでそのコスプレしてる人が多くて、
昔のとかねずっと好きなの。フリクリのコスプレイヤー見ました？
そうですよね。もういやまだ見てない。
まだ見てないですか？
まだ見てないんですよね。
結構いると思います。
あ、本当に。
今回フリクリの話をね、あんまりできる話はないと思うんですけどでもどうですか、なんかこれやっと発表できるってことに関しては。
そうですね、まあ本当に15年も前の作品なのに、まあ、まだ好きな方がいてくれて、楽しみにしてくれる方もいるというので、ちょっと本当に感謝したいなと思っています。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
いえいえ、ありがとうございます。